All right, people. We have good news amidst all the dumping. We've started to recover a little bit, but countries and states are adopting Bitcoin like crazy. We have a couple pieces of good news to actually go over here, both in the United States and abroad. Seems like Oklahoma, not a heavyweight, but still a good state, introduces a Bitcoin Freedom Act enabling businesses to accept Bitcoin payments. I think they are also trying to enable to be paid in Bitcoin. Now, when that happens, there definitely is going to have to be some re-ringing in the regulations to do like taxes, be more specific about what happens if you get paid in crypto in terms of a salary. Obviously, you can't really treat that quite the same way as trading. My thing with that is like if it's trading, you only pay via cash out, but if you get paid in crypto as a salary, it should be taxed like everything else on salary. Otherwise, that would open the door to all kinds of loopholes. But they're going to try to introduce a Bitcoin Freedom Act enabling businesses to accept Bitcoin payments, and I've read that they're going to try to introduce Bitcoin salaries. So what this this does is the Bitcoin Freedom Act allows Oklahoma businesses to accept Bitcoin and employees to receive wages in Bitcoin. Yes, celebration. The legislation is expected to take effect on November 1st, 2025. So we're still about, 10, 11 months away, and includes provisions for tax implications and payment agreements. Now, this is going to shake the entire country because if Oklahoma does it, other states might do it, and the country as a whole might actually have to change regulations. Now, how many businesses are actually going to accept Bitcoin or going to start taking Bitcoin? I'm not really sure. I still think there's an aspect where a lot of them probably will want to change it for money right away. So there's still that aspect. But it'll actually open up the doors. Oklahoma State Senator Dusty Devers has introduced legislation that will allow employees to receive wages in Bitcoin and businesses to accept digital asset payment. Bitcoin Freedom Act is aimed at establishing a framework for the use of Bitcoin in Oklahoma, authorizing its use in transactions. Now, this could actually make Bitcoin more commonplace, at least in Oklahoma, for transactions and possibly the rest of the country. So Bitcoin domination, quite a bit ways off, but this might be the start. Any employee of the state, business, corporation, other entity, or resident of the state may negotiate and receive payment compensation, including salaries, wages, and other forms of compensation. Now, this is not like just one or two people. This is an entire state, so it's not like Russell Uklong wanting to be paid in Bitcoin from the NFL a long time ago. For the state employees choosing Bitcoin payments, which I don't think will be too many of them at the beginning, the legislation requires an agreement with the state to determine whether Bitcoin's value will be set at the beginning of the pay period or at payment time. I would guess it would probably be at payment time to be more fair, like when you actually get that check or when you actually get the Bitcoin. And obviously taxes will be basically applied at that time. Employees can opt to receive their compensation in Bitcoin, US dollars, or both, but this is only Bitcoin. You can't receive it in any other currency. This will be a big boost for Bitcoin, which would actually boost the other thing up. And this particular legislation could actually stretch out the bull run if a decent amount of people actually choose to receive their compensation in Bitcoin, because that will obviously shrink the overall supply coming out of the market, and it will greatly increase the demand, obviously. So basically, this could be something that really extends the bull run further into 2025, even into 2026. But it's not all about the United States. We have an international flavor. South Korean regulators will review plans to let companies to buy crypto this year. Yes, that means big companies. Right now, big companies cannot buy crypto in South Korea. However, they're looking at changing that because they're seeing that other countries are coming into the fold. So this could be a pretty big breakthrough. South Korean regulators say they will review a plan to gradually allow corporations to buy, sell, and hold crypto assets like Bitcoin. Per Busan Ilbo and Asia Kayonje, the Finance Services Commission said it would release more details after holding discussions with Virtual Asset Committee. The Virtual Asset Committee is a crypto regulatory and police-making body that answers to the FSC and launched in late 2024. So there's going to be institutional adoption coming in for Korea, yes. And of course, maybe salaries being paid in Bitcoin in the United States. And obviously, if Oklahoma is the first, then other states might definitely follow. And obviously, this goes along with a pro-Bitcoin administration that is actually building right now. I think this is going to happen regardless, but obviously having a pro-Bitcoin USA administration definitely helps. Other states were even moving towards this for the last couple of years. You know, having like a Bitcoin reserve for like certain states like Wyoming, Florida, that happened over 2024 and even into 2023. And now in 2025, we have Oklahoma maybe paying people in Bitcoin at the end of 2025, which will increase the demand and lessen the supply. So there you have it. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button, and definitely news worth celebrating. I will see you guys later.